Today we're going to go and look on board the Swan 60 SOTTO VOCE that's at anchor just off Puerto Portales here in Mallorca, Spain. We're visiting today on the Swan 60 number 11 SOTTO VOCE, where she is at anchor off Puerto Portales, which was her original home port when she was delivered new in 1997. On deck she is similar at first glance to other Swan 60s, but she has the optional hydraulic swim platform and ladder, which was useful today, twin helms, an upgraded winch package, and, whilst not seen, also the regatta hull and deck layup to save weight. The central cockpit is comfortable for dining and practical when sailing, whether cruising or racing. Her primary winches may be connected to a coffee grinder system. The stainless steel rigging was new from BSI in 2021. There is a manual Reckman headsail furler, and the anchor windlass is a LaFrance electric unit. At build, the yacht was supplied with an aluminium mast, but this was upgraded in 2000 with a Hall Spars carbon mast and boom package. Under the sail cover is her new 2025 fully battened membrane mainsail. The other 8 sails are all older but still in good order. We'll walk back over the deck towards the aft platform. Take a note of the practical things like the life raft storage on deck, hydraulic boom bang. Sadly, those repeaters on the mast are not functioning, they were not replaced. You can see the tender and outboard engine there floating in the water. We'll walk back towards the aft platform, but it's not time to leave just yet. We need to have a good look at both cockpits. All of the Brooks and Gatehouse instrumentation was new in 2021, including the units by the companionway and at the aft cockpit and inside, but as I said, not those at the mast. By the way, the box on the starboard side, forward there in the cockpit, was used previously to house a radar, more recently useful as a phone and iPad storage box, but it could be reutilised as any new owner would wish. The aft sheet winches are Luma Electric 68s. Do note the central oversized electric Luma 88 3-speed main sheet winch, to port of which is the Navtec hydraulic panel for the bang, backstay and outpour. Again, in the centre cockpit you see the lovely varnished table and that there's plenty of seating area for dining, relaxing or sailing. We'll now go on down below decks. We come down the central companionway directly into the spacious saloon. The upholstery is Alcantara and as new. It's often covered by a set of cream covers. The 2 forward cabins are mirror images of each other, each with a wide single lower bed or small double and a Pullman bed above. From each cabin, a door leads forward to a private ensuite head and wash basin area. And from there again, a door leads forward to a shared shower cubicle. Then there is access forward again to the forecastle area, which as you can see is used mostly for storage, but underneath there somewhere are 2 pipe berths. The 2 forward cabins may be opened up into one large cabin by removing the central partition bulkhead. It's also a way to save weight when racing. Each cabin is well fitted out with a hanging locker, drawers under the bed and lockers above outboard of the top bunk. The marine toilets on board, all 3, are freshwater flushing vacuum flush units. All the cabins have ventilation fans. The washrooms have good storage and they're easy to maintain with their white finish. The saloon, like most areas on board, was semi-customised at build. There's a drinks cabinet forward of the settee to starboard, and glass and drink storage behind the clear locker front, also on starboard. There are lockers fore and aft of that. To port is the L-shaped sofa and dining table, with lockers and bookshelf outboard. There are also the two beautifully crafted, removable Nautor chairs on the centreline. The chart table area has chart storage locker in the overhead. The B&G Zia screen was part of the new package in 2021. On the port side from the companionway we have the practical seagoing galley, complete with the gas stove and oven, extractor hood, microwave oven, dishwasher, 2 fridges and a freezer, trash compactor, and good storage space throughout. Whilst we pan through the saloon again, please note that SOTTO VOCE was not fitted with air conditioning. The vents above the lockers are just that, vents. Round aft of the chart table is a good practical wet locker. Inboard are the electric panels, and just aft of those, a door to the engine room. More on that shortly. We'll carry on aft to the owner's cabin, with its 2 double beds, 1 port and 1 starboard. There's the seat in between, and aft of which there's a very large locker. There are drawers under the beds and a hanging locker to port. This cabin has good ventilation and natural light courtesy of the ports aft and each side, as well as the overhead hatch. Round to starboard is the ensuite head and wash basin area, together with its separate shower cubicle. All in all, it's a true master stateroom. The main engine and generator are both original. The engine is a Perkins M135 with approximately 7,000 hours, and the genset is a Westerbeek 9.4 kilowatt with just over 3,000 hours. Please note the companionway also hinges up for access to the forward end of the engine. The owners of SOTTO VOCE have been professional crew, and still are, and as you can see, they maintain their own yacht in top condition. Truly ship shape and Bristol fashion. Thank you for your visit.